All right, so come on in. I have another cool tone look for you. You know, I've been loving my cool tones, but more importantly, this is like a CBeauty brand, and this is something new that I was trying because I saw this palette floating all over Instagram. I was like, this is gorgeous. I got to find out, okay? So it's another CBeauty brand, and CBeauty has really been killing it. So let's go ahead and jump on into the video. This is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So like I said, I'm here with another CBeauty brand, and I will put the name down in the description box, but I will say it's Cheeryep Makeup, and you can find them on the Look Healthy store, okay? So just Google up Look Healthy store, or you can go to the Instagram page of Look Healthy store, and I will leave that down in the description box, okay? And this is the Floating Life palette, and this is actually a collaboration with Freya86, and she also collaborated recently with Shellwe, if you are familiar with that. And let me see, I got it here. So if you've seen this little baby by Shellwe, this is also in the CBeauty market. Here we go here. But I am so carried away, so let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. And eyeshadow is my jam. It is one of my most favorite things to talk about here on my channel. So as I mentioned, I saw this palette floating around Instagram, thought it was really beautiful, thought the color story was really just gorgeous. Layout, the type of palette, I was like, the shimmers look like they were shimmering, and the mattes look like they were matte. And I was like, I feel like I need to try this. And I actually had tried another palette from the Look Healthy store before, which was the Noremi palette. So I kind of felt comfortable like purchasing this. I had a very good purchase experience from the Look Healthy store, and the shipping was free. Free. And that's super important because this is coming from China. So what I can find about the brand, and like I said, you can find these on the Look Healthy store, or you can find these on the CBeauty Mall. And I'll try to link all this stuff down below because I know it could be a little bit confusing where to purchase. But the good thing is, like, you can purchase the palette from like an actual store, and you can purchase other brands that you are interested in with as far as the CBeauty. So it says Cheeryep equals QianYan, and it says, we hope more people can participate in the art of color. Everyone is born an artist, color play, and oriental beauty. And then it says, playing with color is QianYan's way of life. And it says, we're born colorful. And what I can find is that the brand is vegan and cruelty free. So if you're especially interested in that, that is good to know. So you can purchase this within confidence, okay? And it's basically saying, it's join us in celebrating the artistry within each of us. Everybody's born an artist, to bring a kaleidoscope of colors to your world, igniting your imagination, inspiring your inner artist, okay? So I kind of feel like these brands lately are like picking up where like Kaleidos just like left. Like Kaleidos Cosmetics, you know, they used to be like so innovative, so much fun, and like the color stories, and their products were really good, but now it's just like everything looks the same. What's happening? So like I said, I'll leave all that stuff down below. And like I said, the palette was really affordable and the quality has been amazing. So I do have 3 looks for you. So let's go ahead and get started with the looks. And I'm talking through these looks, so you'll hear my thoughts and impressions of the shadows as I go through it. And we'll talk about it on the other side. So see you in a moment. All right, y'all, it is time to create some looks with the Floating Life palette. I cannot remember the name of this palette to save my life. I feel like I need to write it on the back, but it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. The eyebrows, you know, they're already filled in with my Goof Proof pencil, shade 3.75. That's by Benefit Cosmetics. And I have the Urban Decay Primer Potion on in the shade Caffeine. I am using it up. I found it in my drawer. I believe she's discontinued because I haven't seen it in a long time. But my other go-to product that is similar in texture and consistency of this eyeshadow primer and the shade, if you're wondering, is MAC Paint Pot in Contemplative State. It is like pretty much the same thing. I've been happy with it. So, but I'm still irritated with Urban Decay. But like I said, I found it. We're going to use it, okay? Because you already know we ain't using up no eyeshadow, so I went in with this shade with one of the Singe brushes from Angie. This is the E03. You already know. Am I panning eyeshadows? No. No, I'm not. I'm very excited to use this palette. So I think it is really beautiful, the color story. It kind of reminds me, I'm gonna pull it out later. It reminds me of Crazy in Love by Glamlight to a degree. It also gives a few Natasha Denona Xenon vibes. It also kind of gives just slightly, but some of those vibes of the new Vamp by Bella Beauté Bar. I was going to purchase that palette. I'm actually really happy of how this is blending. The CBeauty brands have not been disappointing with the pigmentation, okay? They really haven't. But I was going to buy that, and then I just kind of changed my mind at the last minute, and I was like, it's really pretty. And that was the well, let's see, I went in here. Do I want to do here? Decisions. Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna do here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a smaller brush, because you know how I roll. So I'm gonna go in with another Singe Beauty brush, and this is the EO5. So I don't want to cover up all of that I did right here, but then I might not like this brush. Because sometimes, I don't know, as of lately, I've just been getting too harsh of a line when I use a brush like that. Let's see. Okay, we're just going to take this blend buddy brush. I really like this brush too. This is a B5, yeah. I have two B5s, and I feel like I can get a little blown out with the B5. So we're just going to go ahead here. Okay. So yeah, I thought that the Vamp palette was really pretty. Yep, this is, oh yes, this is nice. Okay, we're getting pigmentation. We're getting shadows, like complementing each other. I'm here for it. And it's blending very nicely, okay? So, I thought it was really pretty, but I was just like, am I gonna use another red palette like that? Because I've used the Chucky Crazy in Love, but I haven't used it a lot. Then I knew I had this. So then I was like, oh, I wanna buy Nomad. Then I was like, oh, life is expensive. Let me just save a few coins. But I think it's very pretty. It doesn't mean that I won't go back and buy it, but I do want to try them. Everybody says that they're really nice. But then I'm like, do I need any more new brands to try? So, yeah. So I'm just like going back and forth, blending that out. I'm going to go back in with that first shade. And I'm really pleased. Y'all know, like I probably didn't need to dip back in, but I did. In my mind, I did. Okay. Y'all know. Cereal blender over here. Now I'm going to jump in with the deeper shades. So I'm actually really excited to see. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I jumped into the wrong shade. Really excited. Okay. Come on. Pigmentation's not lacking. And I'm not doing anything extra, as you guys can see. I'm just using my regular old techniques. And I'm just going to kind of go back and buff those two together. Pretty. So, yeah, and honestly, you know, sometimes you just got to take a step back. Even though I had a while to think about it, but literally, night before launch, day of launch, I was like, I'm not going to do it. Okay. We're going to go a little monochromatic with this. You already know my NYX glitter glue. You know, she hates to see me coming. I hate to see this top. I don't understand why it has to poke out the side, poke out the, like, just a mess. And I think I stand corrected because I said that, you know, like, oh, you can get the NYX glitter glue at Target. I didn't see it. I think I look hard enough when on the gondola, and they had a pretty extensive gondola at the Target that I usually frequent that sells NYX. So they already had like an extended beauty section, but like really nice, you know, with just the whole display. Just kind of felt like you were in a cosmetic store when you go in there. and bath products, the nails, all of that, the perfumes. Oh my gosh, do you see this? The texture of this feels amazing, baby. I am here for it. And I'm just like patting it down and picking it up, patting it down and picking it up, because I probably picked up a tiny bit too much. I didn't need to, but this shadow is really, really smooth. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, they didn't sell the NYX glitter glue inventory, because I was just like, I'm ready. I'm tired of this little top, but then I'm like, it's still good. So I need to use as much as I can, because, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a little brush. And I mean, that, look at the tech, you can tell it's like, it's not thick, but it's smooth, but it has a nice thickness to it, but it's not a sticky formula. So it's gonna pick up very easily. So yeah, I like this. It kind of gives me an Inslee Rain vibe. So speaking of which, that's why also I did not pick up the Vamp, because I was already picked up Inslee Rain, and you know, she's a cute little coin. But I love their palettes, so I don't mind splurging. And yeah, so I picked up that. And that's why I'm like thankful for, like, you know, pages on Instagram like Jamie's, and that's Makeup on Your Radar too. I'm gonna go in with the silver, and Trim Mood, and Indie Makeup Spotlight, which is Amy Loves Makeup, because I'm able to kind of plan my purchases. You know, I'm like, okay, well, I want this, or do I want this? Oh, and I knew I wanted Nomad. So Nomad, did you see that? The Chicago Speakeasy? Definitely wanted that. So yeah. Even though Nomad is pretty affordable in my eyes, you know, so I feel like that palette might be $40 range. And 40 can, I mean, it can be subjective. You might not feel like that's affordable, and it could be a little bit more. But Nomad is definitely more affordable than Bella Butte Bar and my beloved Inslee Rain. So I'm just gonna go back in a little bit more with that across the top. I am in love with this. This is gorgeous, honey. And it is like a little hollow chrome, but not like a super major hollow chrome. It's very smooth. I'm here for it. Let's see what we're gonna do on this other eye. Okay, I'm just wiping that same little brush we started off in the beginning off. I'm gonna go ahead and take the slate gray shade. You know, me and my gray mattes, we go together real bad. So blending out, excellent. There is a little bit of kick up in the palette, but not much. So nothing to be like, oh my gosh. So I'm happy with this. And it builds up so nicely. So as far as the CBeauty brands, like we have the Kryptein Cosmetics. I really like them. I think their mattes are really nice. I did have a conversation with the owner after she saw my video, and she said that she is going to work on making some of her mattes deeper, because I did have a little problem with really the Atlantis one, but she noticed it in my Violet Crazy video. But that was just, it was lighter, but I was able to make it work because it wasn't like whitewashed. But I appreciate that she's going to, you know, take that feedback. And then I'm going to go back in with my Blend Buddy B5. And I do have a code with Blend Buddy. It's Dr. Ash, in case you're wondering. She has a new collab coming out now. Like, child, you know, my little joke is always like, anytime Blend Buddy comes out with something, my life is in shambles. So I mean, it's my life in shambles, sort of. It's been in shambles all summer. So yeah, it's getting better. It's not in complete shambles, y'all, but it's been a rough one for you, girl. I'm not even gonna lie. It really has been rough. So like me coming on camera, it's just like doing things to lift my spirit, partly, you know. I don't feel like I'm forcing it at this point. Like when I did my Legend of Audra video, I was definitely forcing it. I didn't feel like I was forcing it at the moment, but when I looked at like my breathing and just my talk, I was just like, oh, yeah. This is beautiful. Look at the blend. We're here for it. Let me just go back in with my little lighter shade. This is just so wonderful. Look at it. It's just so easy to create the looks. Now I got this darker slate gray right here. I'm just gonna go in with that, you know? Okay, and look at the color. Look at it. You get depth, you get dimension. I am here for this. Yeah, so I think I'm okay. I didn't need the Belle Beauté bar. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I didn't need it. I know it had those purples in it, but honey, I could go get my little blend bunny, put a little purple with this and be all right. So, like I said, it doesn't mean I won't ever pick it up. It's like, I really like that one, but I was like, the Poison Garden one is really cute too. I do want to give them a try eventually, but I don't know when. Okay, I'm gonna do a little, let's see. I think I'm gonna do here, and I think I'm gonna do here. So now I'm just going in with my NYX glitter glue. And I am just dabbing that across the lid per usual. And for me, this just makes the shadows stay so much better. Like, you don't have to do this, but I just really advise against it. Like, if you want these things to like just stand out, I feel like don't waste your time. Go get your NYX glitter glue, okay? I really like the size of this palette. It's just really nice. It's quality. It has a cute little package cover. I like how the eyeshadows are placed in here. I still can't remember the name of the palette, but send help. Okay, so that is gorgeous. That can just be a beautiful smoky eye by itself. Now I'm gonna go in with the taupe shade. Oh yeah, and that's pretty too. That's really pretty because you got that little gradual progression and then those little sparkles in the taupe shade. I am here for it, honey. All the way here for it. So let's see, I went in with this shade. Let's try this one. It might be a little overpowering, I don't know. That's the only thing I would say about this palette, but it doesn't make or break it for me because like clearly you could take a highlighter, but that's okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's so pretty. Like, I don't know if I'm doing too much, but part of me, I might be doing too much. We're gonna see. I'm gonna take a little bit of this red. Oh, and this is kind of like a, oh, it's a nice foiled shade. It's kind of marble. I might be doing too much, but okay, I'm gonna put a little here. Maybe I was doing too much. We'll see. Yeah, I think so. I think so. We'll go back in with this. All right, it's gonna be fine. All right, back in with my tan shade. Okay, so we're good. It's just a little pop of red right there. All righty. Okay. All right, so I'll be right back. Y'all, so I don't know. I put on this NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Caracas. I think I'm a little too tan for it. The forehead, baby, it shows every single time. Like from here to here, it's probably okay. But oh Lord, I just had to show you. Yes, child, look at it. Woo. That forehead don't be lying. I could have bronzed it, but no. No. Yeah, we're gonna wipe this off. I just really had to come and show y'all that. No. Ooh, child. Look at it. Trying to blend. Oh Lord. Nope. wear my little easy blur sample out, or maybe I could do my Danessa, I could do my easy blur, or I can do my face bond. I'll be back. But I had to show y'all that. See, so much better. It kind of oxidizes down, but this is the Danessa Myricks 18 Golden. Now the question is, what was I thinking when I bought this? Because it was December, and I don't remember. I wasn't like super tan in December. Like, I don't know. Was the lighting that bad in the Sephora? You know, the lighting can be a little rough. But then I felt like, I don't know. I mean, I just put it here, so maybe on here it looked good, but I don't know. But such a better match. Because like I said, that forehead, baby, it don't be lying. Oh, let's see. I can use my Danessa. Like, that forehead don't be lying, okay? And I just put on a little bit because, like, that goes such a long way. And I'm just putting on a little bit of this because this can go a long way too, okay? I am not to be trusted with a doe foot applicator, okay? I will lose my mind. I'll be back. All right, I am back. Here is the final look. The foundation's looking good. I showed y'all, like, ooh, that forehead was so telling. So for the face details, let's go in. So I already mentioned my foundation, but I did go ahead and pair it up with the What's Up Beauty Positivity primer. It's a really, really nice hydrating primer, but doesn't leave your face like too slick or anything like that. And they did send this over to me. And like I said, I had the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin in shade 18 Golden. Followed it up with, like I mentioned, her concealer in shade 11. And I just do, like I said, I just do dabs because sometimes I be going in and it just be too much. So for under the eye, I went in with my Pat McGrath Baby Pink Powder. Here she is. And then kind of for like up here to kind of set the, because the foundation is so luminous, like you do have to set it. And I have dry skin, but Danessa, I mean, but I know she has like that blurring balm matte that's like kind of mattifies. I think my skin is too dry for that, so I just rather do a little powder as needed. So I went in with the one size powder in Sweet Honey. This is just like a little travel size. That's all I need. I don't use too much powder. And my good old contour stick by Sephora in the shade medium to tan. And let's see. Oh, like my new favorite eyeliner by ColourPop. This is the shade Outer Space. It's kind of like a deep teal. So it's just like a nice option outside of the black. I've really been loving it. I picked this up at Target because like I said, they have a little ColourPop. Now that one that I go to has an Ulta, but this was like on the actual Target side of it. And oh, my lip liner. Oh, well, blush. Okay, the blush is just Cherish by Pat McGrath. I feel like it kind of goes with everything, you know? And she's my ride or die. Look, the rose is like, it's losing its indentation. And then my favorite old highlighter right here, the Maybelline Master Chrome. It's just a nice little peachy golden highlighter. But if you have Divine Rose by Pat McGrath or anything else, it will do, okay? But I am in a mission to pan this. It will probably never happen. I've had that since it came out. I want to say 2018, 2017, a long, long time. Juvia's Place lip liner in the shade Scorpio. Nice Bordeaux shade. And I wanted to do a little vampy, but not too vampy. So I went ahead with my Blend Bunny lip oil. And this is from the Sugar Skull collection. So this is Black Sugar. So it's a black lip oil, but it doesn't really look black, but you get the little vampiness vibe. That's what I was going for. So you heard how the shadows perform really well. Oh, my lashes, my favorite lashes as of yet, of lately. These brown lashes by Z-Gang. Got them off of Amazon, okay, because I just love them. They're very dramatic and flirty and soft at the same time. I have been loving them, okay? So shadows perform fabulous. You see it. Everything was just very smooth. The blendability. You could build up the color. You can sheer it out. And it's differences. You can see the actual differences in the shades when you blend them out. And ain't nothing ashy. Ain't nothing ashy, okay? So, I mean, even this shade, it gives the appearance because it's such a slate gray, like a concrete gray. but it's not ashy. So I really love how this palette performed. I went ahead and saved the day because, you know, I put this little red shadow in, so I do see a little bit of it peeping in, but it's okay. I love the contrast with the taupe. So I was doing too much. I was just really doing too much, but I'm loving how all of the looks came out. The shadows, like I said, very smooth. So even like this one, like I said, it's a thicker consistency, but it's a very smooth consistency. So it kind of reminds me, it has a lot of slip, but it kind of has, reminds me of like a foil shadow type of texture, if that makes sense. So, and then these, let's see, they're a little stickier, but it's not like sticky where you're just like trying to get the ingredients or the particles or the pigments to like blend together. You got to like warm it up in your finger. So the one swipe is sufficient. You're going to get nice pigmentation across the lid. Like I said, I went in with my glitter glue. So I kind of told y'all about the shadows, how I feel while I was talking through the looks. And you see they were pretty much easy to complete. So I love it. I feel super sultry in both of these looks. So let's go ahead and do another look. I definitely want to play, like, I feel like I need to play in the red, but let me tell you something. This shade right here is calling my name. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, re-primed, ready to go. Going in with the same brush I've been starting with this whole entire time. But I'm going to go in with one of the little bit deeper shades. So I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here. And we're going to go ahead and just pop that in the little transition area. And I'm just loving how these shades are blending out. Just I'm just going back and forth. And as you see, I do have like a few little glitter, well, I wouldn't say it's glitter, but just like a few little specks, you know, from wiping that shade off, just a few. Nothing too, but if you see a little bit up here, that is the reason why. Okay, so like how that looks. I want to go in with the gray, and I'll probably take a little black. I'm going to go in with this deeper gray, and I'm just going to kind of blow it out here. And it's that same brush. And I think I'm going to put the black more in there. So that way, it doesn't seem as harsh, but you have that depth, you know what I mean? Okay, and I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit of this because I feel like I lost a little bit of that hue from adding in that deep gray. And I might not even need the black, but I just want to test it out. I just want to see how that shade picks up, but I'm definitely gonna go ahead, switch out my brush because a little too deep or a little too big, you know, and I don't want to keep the black control. So I'm going here, and I just have just a little bit on this brush, and I'm just going to focus it right in here. Yeah, and it seems like it's a really nice shade. And so like my method sometimes when I'm trying to keep stuff tight, it's like a press, like a pat, and a press and a flick to like kind of blend it, where I'm versus like this. So I'm just like right in that little area. So very happy. We got some depth, got some dimension to the eyes. You definitely can see it in this part because my hood is hooding today, okay? Hood is hooding. So, of course, glitter glue time. All right, I'm just gonna pop that with the eye. And I like to use like concealer brushes to apply this glitter glue, like flat brushes like this, because it could just handle these type of, this gunk, you know what I mean? And I've been more diligent about trying to keep my brushes clean. So I've been using the Sephora, what is it, daily cleaner to like spot clean my brushes a lot. Because let me tell you something, I hadn't cleaned my brushes in a long time, and like prior to me going into the hospital and then like after, and when I wash my brushes, Lord Jesus, if them cream products sit up in there. Like, I mean, it was terrible. I had never experienced anything like that, trying to get that stuff up out of my brushes. So yeah, this shade is gorgeous. So it is a little stickier formula. I would say just start with a little bit. This one you kind of do have to like warm the pigment up just a tiny bit, but not too much. But it lays down nicely. It's also like one of those, like, just kind of spread it out. Don't pick up too much because you'll probably get a slightly textured look. So as you can see, like the few little lines I have right in there, it does kind of, so that's why I'm just going to work on like kind of patting that out, just smoothing that out. That looks good. And I don't know why I'm so insistent on this dang on red, but we're gonna try it again, okay? We still try it again. It's really pretty. Okay, I think it's such a better fit here. Such a better fit. Now I'm gonna take that brush and just kind of feather and marry the two together. Gives a little vibe, you know? It doesn't look bad, but I think I need to leave the red by itself. But I'm happy with it, okay? But at least like this silver shade, it kind of has like some red flecks in it, so, or some like kind of orangey warmer flecks. So it works. And the blend is just, it's good. It's really good. That is really pretty. Okay, normally I do not reach outside the palette, but I'm gonna reach outside the palette for like an easy fix because I just want a little highlight and I want it to be a little bit warmer and I didn't want to be silver. So I'm just gonna take my highlighter that I have on my face and I'm just gonna pop that in there. And sometimes you can do that to kind of help with your contrast of your warm and cool tones if you're like, so like, I can't do the whole cool tone thing. Now this is that silver multi-chrome shade. And I'm just gonna kind of put it right here. But see how this one definitely has larger particles in it. So, all right. I am very happy with this. So I'm gonna do the other eye, put my lashes on, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Here is the final look, and I feel like it came out gorgeous. And I'm really happy with my little pop of red that I stuck in there. I think it like just kind of all comes together, especially because the blend of these matte shadows, we have that deeper mauve color into that smokier gray with the hint of black. Like, ooh, that just pulled it all together. So even if I just did that shadow across the lids, I think it would still be nice. But you still have like a little bit of lightness with the eyes if you don't want to go too dark. This beautiful holochrome shade is really pretty. Like I said, it has all the little kind of golden flecks in there. So it's a little bit warm, even though it's a little icy. And now, like I said, I just went ahead and paired it with my highlight because I didn't want a silvery in a corner. So everything basically is the same. Yeah, everything is the same. Same liner, same lashes, just a different eye look. So let's go ahead and talk about the Floating Life palette, but I did pull out my few comparisons. So where I'm going to start first is Freya actually has another collab that's out right now. She is killing it, okay? So this is with Shellwe, and I did do a video on this, and I did 3 looks, and I absolutely love this palette. So here we go here. And she has some swatches on, and I'm just going to insert the picture of her swatches because, you know, me and my swatches, I am not a swatch queen, okay? But so here they are together. Luckily, these are small enough where I can hold them up together. So some of the mattes do look a little similar, but I feel like you definitely get 2 definitely different types of looks with both of these palettes. Like you can get a little crossover maybe here and here, and maybe here and, well, here and here and here. But that blue and the Shellwe palette is really, really nice too. And it's, I'm thinking like in the $30 range or so. Well, this one actually is the mini. So this was like $26.99 to be exact. So I feel like both of these are really nice. I don't have any complaints with this. So I definitely feel like there's room for both of these in my collection. And I really like both of these. Like, yeah, I just need both. But I understand if you could not get both. Do I know which one you should get? I don't know. That's kind of, it's personal preference. Okay. So like this one, you just have mauves and grays and a black. This one, you do have like the green and you do have the navy blue and you do have the mauves and a little bit of gray too at the same time. So it's just kind of personal preference, but to see which one you like. But I like both of them the same. So you know, don't ask me. Now, what I can say I do like better, I do really like my Chucky palette. This is the Crazy in Love by Glamlight. This came out last year. And I don't even know if this is still available, but this is what the Crazy in Love palette looks like. And you know, Glamlight keeps it pretty affordable and does great products. But I would say out of these two palettes, I would prefer this one over this one. The shadows are just, they're more special. The shimmers are better formulated versus here. As you can see, I think we do have one type of little hollow special shade, which is the silver shade. So they definitely kind of have the same vibes, but I definitely prefer this particular palette over the Glamlight. Do I like both? Yes. I mean, at the time, I've had this like for a whole year and a half, but like I said, I haven't used this one too much, but I'm definitely more keen to go into this one because I also feel like I can get a little bit lighter looks with the kind of the grays versus this is, I don't know, you could get some lighter looks, you have that, but I feel like my preference is definitely here. And then, of course, I pulled out the Natasha Denona Xenon palette, okay? And because it has a lot of blacks and grays in it and some silver notes, but I feel like they're two totally different palettes, you know, especially with the reds, the mauves that you have in here. You just don't have that with the Denona palette. So here they are, side to side, y'all. You know, this is a struggle for me. So you see, inherently, there are two different palettes. I really like both of these palettes. I was really quite surprised with this palette. This was like a real late buy for me. I bought this in Valentine's Day of this year, and this was actually the palette that came out around holiday of 2023. But really enjoy both of these palettes. Definitely going to get different looks with this. This one is definitely like kind of like grays and whites and silvers. And then, like I said, you get the mauves, you get the hint of color that you're not going to get with the Natasha Denona palette. So overall, I feel like this palette is really beautiful. This palette costs $49.99. I did not have to pay for shipping from the Look Healthy store. And when you order from the Look Healthy store, honey, they give you like these beautiful cottons. I mean, and the stuff is wrapped to perfection. So I did have an order when I got the Noremi palette as a gift. My friend bought it for me for my birthday. Somehow the shimmers in this particular palette, now this is a different brand that the Look Healthy store carries. I want to say Noremi is the brand for this, but the actual brand for this particular palette is Cheeryep Makeup. So it's like Cheeryep. Yeah, it's Cheeryep QianYan Makeup. Yes. Okay. And it says this one, they're kind of saying that we were born colorful. Okay. So like I said, it's out of China. About the cruelty and free and all of that stuff, I will put it down below. But this one, like my shimmers came broken and we don't even know how. We're like, how? How did it even break? Because when I say it was wrapped to perfection, they did not play. Like the palettes were wrapped inside the boxes. I mean, it was tightly packed. So it wasn't even any room for this stuff to kind of bounce around. But I feel like this is a fabulous palette. If you're looking to kind of get into CBeauty, definitely check out the Look Healthy store. They have some really fun color stories on there. I would say the palettes are pretty affordable for the most part. And I feel like from what I've used so far, like you can trust and believe like the mattes will work on you even if you're deeper than me. So I know that is something like really important. Like you see this stuff, you're like, but is it going to work? So I think that this is super fabulous. I mean, like you can't beat it. Look at the packaging. Everything is really, really cute. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what was your favorite look. I loved all of them. Don't know which one really is my favorite, to be honest, but I really do like this one. But then I really like the one with this I don't know. Y'all let me pick for me, okay? I'm very indecisive these days, okay? So give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be soon because we getting back at it. We getting back at it, okay? And subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And tell your friends, like tell your friends about me if they love makeup because we are trying to grow over here at Dr. Ash and her makeup, okay? We are trying to extend our family. So with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the Cheer Dash, Cheer Dash, Cheer Dash, Cheer Dash. All right, y'all. Bye.